guys, I am back, and this time I'm back with some adult books. I'm really excited about these ones because they're not normal books. They're very unique and very, very interesting, and I kept them specifically for this video, so I'm super excited to tell you all about it. So,
hello, I'm here too! And there's a spider under here. A big one, a big scary one.
Lexi wanted to join for some reason, so we'll just let her do that. Okay. So the first book, and it's not really a book, it's cards, which I thought were really great and would have been very helpful for me when Lexi was just born. But they're called fourth trimester cards.
Oh, that's probably how you talked, how you learned the fourth trimester.
Well, I learned about the fourth trimester through reading books, but
this is how you do the fourth trimester, I guess. I'm a smart kid. Well, this is adult stuff. I shouldn't be knowing. I shouldn't be understanding this.
Well, how about this then, Lexi? How about you explain to everyone what a fourth trimester is, and then we'll talk about the fourth trimester cards.
Okay. So basically, a fourth trimester is the fourth trimester of growing in the tummy. The only reason the humans don't have that is because we evolved to stand up on all legs. The place where the babies come out got smaller, so if we let the baby boil,
it's actually the opposite.
Tummy,
the place where the baby comes out didn't get smaller. It's that our heads got bigger through evolution.
Oh, sorry.
And our hips got smaller because we're, like you said, we're now walking on two.
Yeah.
feet.
So we're not able to. So if we let ourselves boil more for the
Bake more?
bake more for the fourth trimester, then we'll be too big to come out.
That's right.
But the fourth trimester is to boil, which is
Bake.
what is to bake. So that's why there are these cards, so that you can know how to treat your baby to act like it's still in the fourth trimester.
So yeah, Lexi did a pretty good job explaining. Fourth trimester is.
And yes, animals have fourth trimesters. Don't walk up straight like us.
The fourth trimester is another trimester where the baby isn't really ready to come out of our tummy. However, it has to, because otherwise it gets stuck. And with most animals, babies come out and they're usually able to walk or function in some way. Our babies aren't able to do that, so we need to give them the support that they need during that fourth trimester, very similar to the support that they were getting in our stomachs. So the fourth trimester cards are daily support, inspiration, and wisdom for new mothers. And I think that it's important to mention that the fourth trimester is also just as tough for mothers as it is for the babies. So these cards offer really great support and inspiration during the time where it's very, very difficult. As you remember, the first 3 months after birth are very tough. So there's several sections here. If you can see, this part is inspiration. And on the back, there's a really nice quote. This quote is, "Every daughter contains her mother and all the women who came before her. The unrealized dreams of our maternal ancestors are part of our heritage. To become optimally healthy and happy, each one of us must get clear about the ways in which our mother's history both influences and continues to inform our state of health, our beliefs, and how we live our lives." And on the front, it says, "What will you carry forward from your mother's line? It's easy to focus on what we don't want to repeat, but we forget what we do want to pass on from our lineage." And then it gives 3 things that you need to do to come up with these actions. So some of the other inspirations are homecoming, senses, just like really cool stuff. So the blue part is mind. So this is good for Lexi. Perfectionism and letting go. So
I'm never gonna do that.
we're so hard on ourselves. It seems like there's no end of opportunities to feel guilty and like we're not doing enough. Yes. And yet most of the women I know are handling so much. Reflect on the following questions. Write them down or use them to shape a conversation with a good friend. What would change in your experience of mothering if you did not have to be perfect? Where are you being hard on yourself? What stops you from letting yourself off the hook? So you just like really good mind, not twisters.
I
guess.
definitely need to answer those questions. And did you? And so I actually get the reason. I get the reason why babies need to walk. Animal babies need to walk when they first come out of the stomach or eggs or whatever. Only because I watch Brain Feed. Well, used to watch Brain Feed.
Can you get to it, maybe?
And also I watch Epic. So basically, yeah, there are some very extreme babies out there, and one of them, I can't remember their name, but I do know how they have to survive. Basically, the mother lays eggs and on a cliff, high cliffs to stay away from predators. But then she leaves. So the chicks, when they hatch, they have to jump down or starve. But only the fluffy, lightest chick will land on their tummies and survive.
I think that's in the Arctic. Is that?
No.
I've heard about it. Okay, very good. Thank you for that informational.
There's
tidbit.
actually more I could tell you, but there's
But
not
we gotta
enough
talk.
time.
Yeah, exactly. So the pink one is body. So it teaches you, for example, how to breathe properly, how to activate pelvic floor, looking in the mirror.
What in the world does that mean? Pelvic floor.
Releasing your neck and upper back. I'll explain to you after the video. So this is very cool. The green side talks about nourishment. That's pretty self-explanatory. So it talks about
What
all.
does that mean?
That's nutrition, sweetie.
Oh.
It has some recipes and just some information on nourishing your body. And then finally, relationship and intimacy. So what's cool about these cards is it's not an overwhelming book to read. You can just pull a card out on the topic that you feel like reading about today and read and educate yourself, and also give yourself some inspiration, maybe a break. So I thought that was really cool. Definitely would recommend to anyone who's pregnant or a new mother. Very, very helpful. So going
The self-cake dreamer. The self-cake dreamer.
going with the theme. Okay, so going with the theme of taking care of yourself, we have a self-care planner. The tagline is schedule time for you. It's a really cool planner with a lot of quotes, a lot of inspiration, a lot of information, talking about your body and your mind, and then lots of spots to where you can write down your thoughts as well as your plan on how to take care of yourself. We know taking care of yourself as a mom is very, very important, especially as a new mom. So I think that is a very, very good planner to check out. Like for example, this month's focus is add fun into your life. Each month has a focus. Each week has a tip. So for example, this one is orchestrate a yard sale, try turmeric, join a curtain group. Curtain is chanting. That's kind of cool. So lots of information and education here and lots of ideas. So this week's tip is visit the zoo, read poetry to laugh, create a self-care meditation ritual, and it explains obviously. So very cool thing.
Next is JOMO.
JOMO. So JOMO is like FOMO, except for it's less FOMO, more JOMO. JOMO is joy of missing out instead of fear of missing out. And this is something that I could use very much so. 350 ways to make staying in more fun than going out. Staying in is always more fun for me than going out. But here's some of the ideas that I just opened up. Watch a puppy or kitten live cam.
Oh, it's so cute.
I guess on Animal Planet site you can peek on puppy and kitten rescues. And a couple other ideas. Build a blanket fort.
Oh, I want to do that.
Get cozy. Read The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Oh, I read that book. It's awesome. Massage your trigger points. Conquer an intimidating board game. Oh my God. So we have 3 board games that we have been dreading starting because it's so complicated.
You mean one? Rise of the Tribes?
3.
Well, Rise of the Tribes is the only one I know.
Right.
It has a big, big rule book.
Make homemade dumplings.
I
So
love dumplings. They're so
write or
good.
call your senator. And it basically gives you ideas as well as
Build a ship in a
explanations
bottle.
on how to do it.
That sounds fun too.
Have a paper airplane battle.
Oh, definitely going back to the old days when we had an upstairs and I'd make paper airplanes and I'd throw them down.
How do you remember that? I have no idea how you remember that.
I don't know.
Make your own cleaning product. I guess this is for people who are not very busy. However, it all sounds really fun, and like I wish I had the extra time to do all of this.
Or we could do one a day.
One a month is more like what I can afford time-wise.
God.
Paint your bedroom a fun color. Look up random facts. Minimize social media time. Register to vote. Learn to trim your own hair. By the way, fun fact, my boyfriend has been cutting his own hair for 15 years and he does a pretty amazing job. Throw a clothes swap party. Ooh, I like that. Watch a movie with subtitles. Oh, I like that a lot.
Does the movie count?
It has to be not in English. So it has to be like in a different language with
if
just
it,
subtitles.
If it counted as a series, then Lost in Space would be it.
Give compliments, host a barbecue, listen to the Beatles, give yourself face massage, call a parent, try a new smartphone game, create a personal website. So I don't know that this is exactly JOMO, joys of missing out. I think it is mostly like, I'm bored and don't know what to do, 350 ideas of how to not be bored at home. Still cool, still fun ideas. Last thing, we're at 4 minutes here, so I wanted to keep it short.
How I make sense of JOMO is that, so if you miss out, you'd probably feel sad, but maybe doing some of these ideas would make you feel happier because they're fun.
Yes, because it's joys of missing out, not fear of missing out.
Because then you don't get to do those things if you go into something.
So the last book is called The No Worries Workbook. And what it is 124 lists, activities, and prompts to get out of your head and on with your life. I know a lot of people who could use this. So, oh look, there's even a section here that says turn FOMO into JOMO.
Oh!
Is it the same author? Molly? No, completely different author.
Wow.
So you start with activities. You know, here's some suggestions. Break up with worry, explore meditation, rearrange your room, and it gives you like sections to write things. So rearrange your room, you would create a plan and write down the supplies. Give yourself a hand. Everything I've kicked butt at lately. Make an anti-worry playlist. So I guess this is good for people who have anxiety too. Discover how worry is in your way. And what I love about it is like you actually get to do activities there. You get to write things down. I love writing things down. That's why I have so many notebooks and planners. Discover your purpose. So you write my beliefs, things that make me feel accomplished, things that make me happy, and then you brainstorm your purpose. I like that. I'm going to do that. Rewrite the story you tell yourself. Rediscover the real you. Rewrite the story you tell yourself.
I don't tell myself any story.
No, this is a story about yourself, like negative self-talk, the things that you think about yourself. So you have to rewrite it.
To make it happy?
To make it positive.
Or just to put a bunch of yets. Because then that makes it so that you say that you can't do this, but you might be able to do it in the future. So that's positive.
That is positive. Determine your control, things that you can control, things that you can't control. This is really great.
Oh, so turn FOMO into Mojo.
JOMO. Or Mojo, we can do that too.
Mojo, oh my god, what does that even mean?
Mojo is like mood, like spirit. So honestly, this is a great book to work on your self-awareness and self-growth. If you're into that kind of thing, which I am, and I'm kind of excited to try. Eat an elephant.
What?
How do you eat an elephant? Piece by piece, as the saying goes. Sometimes worry can come from taking on a task that feels overwhelming. How will you ever get this done on time? By keeping that elephant in mind, one little piece at a time. And this activity is here to help you do just that.
Definitely me.
Yeah, pretty cool.
I still haven't finished cleaning my room yet. And I'm still not doing it piece by piece. But doing piece by piece would probably help a lot.
Well, how about we get started on that right now?
But I already got started on the way I'm going to clean my room, so
Let's
I
do it.
can't.
No, let's go start. We're gonna go clean her room, and let me know what you
No,
think.
she's gonna find the micro SD card so I can re-download Mario Maker 2.
Let me know what you think about these books in the comments, and I also posted on the blog with the links and all the information you would need to get these books. And I will see you next time. Bye.
Goodbye.